Hi guys, it's Leah. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to my biggest book unboxing ever. I have been accumulating all of these packages for quite a while, knowing that I wanted to do a massive book unboxing. Did I say that I wasn't a book buying ban? Yeah, we are absolutely ignoring that this time round. I did go a little bit crazy buying some books for the summer, but equally a lot of these have very kindly been sent to me by the publishers, so thank you so much to all of the publishers. I honestly don't know where to start. Part of me does want to start with the massive stack in front of me, and then we'll go... I knew that was going to happen. Maybe then I'll just do some mix and match. I'll just pick up whichever one I want to open. We'll start with this one because this is the only one that is like vacuum packed. These bags always really intrigue me. So let's start with this one. I have no idea. How do you open these? Do you just rip them? And the first book to haul is, oh my god, this is the most gorgeous cover I have ever seen in my entire life. It's My Darling Dreadful Thing by Johanna Van Veen. Look at how gothic and beautiful this looks. This also feels like an American paperback. English paperbacks are not like this. I love me a gothic fiction read, a gothic horror read, and this looks exactly like that, and I've been really craving one recently because I kind of have read all of the ones on my physical TBR. So thank you so much to the publisher. This literally looks like my perfect book. Next we'll go on to this Waterstones one. So this is one that I have definitely bought myself. It feels like one big hardback. Wait, I think it might be The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. Yep, I hit the nail right on the head. It is The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. I have obviously already read this. I fell absolutely head over heels for the Crowns of Nixia series this year. It has absolutely become my new favourite fantasy series ever, and obviously because they are coming out in the new hardback editions, I want to collect them all. I did read all of the ones that are currently out on my Kindle, so it will be so nice to own them physically and have them be beautiful on my bookshelf. If I'm not mistaken either, I think, oh my god, yeah, there is a design on the naked hardback. Look at how gorgeous that is. I am absolutely obsessed with the series. Like, I recommend it all the time. If you're not new here, you probably know that. I am thrilled to finally have a physical copy of this. We'll go on to this one next. This one looks like it was sent to me by the publisher, and this one is, I have seen this everywhere and I was so tempted to pick up the audiobook of it. It is Will I Ever Have Sex Again by Sophie Hagen. I have seen so many incredible reviews for this. This is non-fiction, talks a lot about celibacy and obviously sex. So intrigued by this subject. I've heard really good reviews about this, so I'm so excited to read it. Thank you so much to Bonnier. Next we'll do this one. This one again looks like it was sent to me at work, so probably a proof. I am also a bookseller. I feel like I didn't disclose that before. For anyone that is new here, I am very fortunate that because I am a bookseller, I get an extra array of books from there, so I'm always very appreciative as always. This one looks like it was sent to me at work. This one is a hardback, and if I can get it out... Wait, I already have this! I have spoken about this book so much recently because it's on my summer TBR. I do already own it. It's Mongrel by Hanneke Footman. I think because I already own it and I'm so excited to read it, I'll probably just do a giveaway for this. I don't know how I will do that. I'll decide and then maybe put it in the comments or something of this video, so keep an eye out. I'm so excited to read this. It's one of my most anticipated fiction books, at the very top of my TBR, on my summer TBR, as I have said. It's actually on my June TBR also, so I will be reading it this month. I feel like I'm going to fall in love with it. Obviously, as I said, I do already own this, so I'll probably do a giveaway for it, but thank you so much. Okay, we'll go on to another one that I bought myself, again obviously from Waterstones. These are so satisfying today, and this one, I've been so excited to get my hands on this finally. Oh my god, and the edges. This is Evocation by S.T. Gibson. Absolutely adore S.T. Gibson. I have absolutely adored A Dowry of Blood, and then also An Education in Malice from them. I love their writing so much, and their atmospheres honestly becoming one of my favourite authors. And this is obviously their newest release. I don't really know too much about this. I have purposely really tried to avoid all spoilers or reviews. I want to go into it as blind as possible because I already know that I absolutely adore their writing style. I just kind of wanted to go into their new release knowing absolutely nothing, so that is the plan. Look at these edges. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition. I can't remember. I think there is... Shit. I honestly think this is the nicest hardback, like naked hardback design I have ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god, the tarot card. But yeah, as I said, I'm so excited to read this. I don't know if it's one I want to wait until like autumn, because I do feel like S.T. Gibson's books are perfect to read in autumn, or if I'm just going to cave and read it soon. But nonetheless, I'm literally so excited. I am obsessed with this cover. Like, it's perfect. Next, let's go for this little one here. I think this one is another one that was sent to me from the publisher. Oh, that was disappointing. This one is, oh my god, Powerful by Lauren Roberts. I've already read this. I was so close to buying a copy in the reading vlog that I read this for. I will link it up above if you haven't seen it yet. Now I'm happy that I didn't. Thank you Simon & Schuster so much for sending me a copy. It is going to look so good next to Powerful. No, it is Powerful next to Powerless. It's going to look so good next to Powerless. I definitely want to collect all of the physical copies of this series. I did enjoy this book. I definitely didn't like it anywhere near as much as Powerless, but it is one that I'm definitely going to continue on for the series. I'm so excited to see where it goes. I also think that these covers and like the cover designs for the series are some of my favorites ever, so I'm obsessed. Thank you so much Simon & Schuster. Okay, because we're already up here, let's go for this one. This one is from Dead Ink Books. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have also just seen what the book is because it does say on the front. If it is the one that I'm thinking of, I'm so excited because I wanted to get this book before its new like paperback release was happening, but I never got round to it. Let's see if it actually is. Why am I struggling so much to get into it? Oh my god, it is. This book is Monstrilio by Gerardo Simono Cardova. So sorry if I butchered that. I've been so excited for this book for so long. I've seen so many people who have the exact same reading taste as me absolutely love this. As far as I can remember, this is a very strange fiction sort of read. I think it follows, I could be wrong, I will check on the blurb. I think it follows a mother who loses her son and she decides to keep a little bit of his lung, and I think it's just going to explore grief, and I love weird fiction. Okay, yeah, it is exactly that. It says it's a thought-provoking meditation on grief, acceptance, and the monstrous sides of love and loyalty. Told in 4 acts that span the globe from Mexico to Brooklyn to Berlin, Monstrilio offers with uncanny clarity a cathartic and precise portrait of being human. Why does that sound like my perfect book? It also got sent with a little card and it comes out on the 26th of June. I know that this is already technically published, but they are re-releasing it with a new sort of cover. When I tell you that now this is probably my most anticipated book on my entire physical TBR, I am so excited to read it. Thank you so much Dead Ink Press. I am literally having the time of my life. It feels like Christmas every time I do it. I get so full of gratitude. I will probably cry during this video. Let's go for one back here. Let's go for this one. This one was another one sent to me at work, so most likely a proof or a finished copy. Ooh, what is it? The Silence in Between. Wait, I literally was looking at this on the Waterstones website. It's The Silence in Between by Josie Ferguson. I'm not gonna lie, I was mainly looking at this online because I was so drawn in by the cover. I saw it and I was like, okay, this looks like a book, and like compared to a lot of other books that I love. 13th of August 1961, Lisette wakes to find that overnight the border between East and West Berlin has closed, slicing the city and the world. Oh! 1 second. Okay, we're back. Where were we? Slicing the city and the world in two, her newborn baby is trapped, unreachable on the other side. It has been so long since I have read a historical fiction, and I have definitely been craving that recently, especially The Nightingale by Hannah Kristen. I have been dying to read that book recently. I don't know why I've had a real pull to read it. If you have read it, definitely let me know if it's worth it. Maybe this will also fill in that historical fiction craving that I am currently having. It sounds amazing. I'm so intrigued by it. Thank you so much, Doubleday Books. Okay, let's go on to this one next, because I have already opened this one technically. Well, actually it's a little parcel. So the book is The Idea of You by Robin Lee, specifically the new film cover. I'm not gonna lie here, I kind of ate this movie up. It's not often that I watch movies or films that are based on fan fiction. Well, the only one that I really had before was After. And here is how I felt about After. So I kind of went into watching this and I was a little bit hesitant because I don't know how I feel about movies being adapted from fan fiction of real people and like Harry Styles. Like, babe, how does Harry Styles feel about it? But I'm not gonna lie, the film was fun, and then they very kindly sent me the new paperback edition with some goodies. They also sent me some candy kittens and some dash water, which I will definitely be consuming after I finish this video now. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't actually have any plans to read the book, but now that I've got it in my hands, if it's good, let me know. Thank you so much, Penguin, for this little package. Now open this one. This one is another one that was sent to me at work, so no doubt another proof. Also guys, I'm so sorry that the lighting keeps changing. It is meant to be the start of the summer, but alas, I live in the UK and it's apparently meant to be like the wettest summer in 100 years. Okay, I see a pink hardback. I have no idea what this is. This is Greta and Valden by Rebecca K. Riley. I have seen so many people buy this at work and I've been so intrigued by it. I actually don't even know what it is about again, but the cover, and it's also been blurbed at the front by Julia Armfield. That's all I need to know. Julia Armfield blurbed hilarious, touching and hotly sublime, and a Slater blurbed warm, witty and utterly idiosyncratic. You're gonna fall in love. I'm just so intrigued. I literally, not a clue, babe. The little synopsis at the bottom Autumn reads Rebecca K. Riley's exploration of love, family, karaoke, and the generational reverberations, I said that completely wrong, of colonialism will make you laugh and cry. I'm so intrigued by it. As I keep saying, I'm always happy to add historical fiction, adult fiction onto my physical TBR. I'm really in the mood for it right now. Thank you so much, Penguin Random House. Okay, let's next go for this tiny one. This one was also sent to me by the publisher, so I have no idea. Like, look at how small it is. And this one is, I was going to show you guys what it was before, but the cover was staring me right in the face. A Perfect Day to Be Alone by Nanae Oyoma. I do remember the publisher actually reaching out to me about this one because, again, it was one that I saw in the bookshop. Was so intrigued by the cover. Saw it was a short translated fiction, and we know I love short translated fiction, and I'm so happy I didn't buy it because then they reached out to me. This book is one of the main reasons I've been so excited to open all of these packages, because I've been so intrigued by it and just honestly craving a short translated fiction. It says A Perfect Day to Be Alone is a moving microscopic examination of loneliness and heartbreak. With flashes of deadpan humour and a keen eye for poignant detail, Oyoma chronicles the painful process of breaking free from the moorings of youth. It also looks like inside the books there are 4 chapters of just spring, summer, autumn and winter, which is so intriguing to me. I'm literally so excited for this book. Next we have another tiny one from the publisher. This one is from Faber. I love Faber's books, so I'm so intrigued. Okay, and this one is, I'm showing you guys first. This is gonna feed my summerween heart. It is Feeding the Monster, Why Horror Has a Hold on Us by Anna Bakutsakia. This, as far as I'm aware, is a non-fiction book solely about horror, and obviously why horror has a hold on us, everyone's obsession and fascination with horror. I am a horror girly to my core. I love horror movies. I don't often dabble in horror books. It is something that I want to explore more of because the ones that I have read I've really enjoyed. I do love a horror movie. I love a slasher movie. I'm a horror movie girly to my core, so I feel like this is going to be perfect for me. It says that Feeding the Monster dispels the notion that there is something not quite right about the people who make and consume horror by examining how it responds to and fuels our feelings of fear, anxiety, pain, hunger and power. It literally sounds perfect for me, and as you will see again in probably one of my Waterstones packages, because I did buy it myself, I feel like recently I'm really starting to crave reading non-fiction, and I never read non-fiction, so I feel like this is going to be one of the first ones that I definitely pick up soon. This one is also being published on the 15th of August. Thank you so much, Faber. I'm literally so excited. Go on to this one. This one is from Daunt Books Publishing, also sent to me at work, so no doubt approved. That was satisfying. And this one is, okay, I love this cover so much. This one is Strange Music Draws Me In by Griffin Hansberry. Again, another one that I saw at work and I was like, damn, I want to buy it just because of the cover. It says, Some Strange Music Draws Me In is a compassionate, gripping and emotionally charged narrative, peopled by an unforgettable cast of characters bound in electrifying relationships. Griffin Hansberry's elegant and fearless prose dares to explore taboos around gender and class as he offers a deeply moving portrait of friendship, family, and a girlhood lived sideways. A timely and captivating narrative of self-realization amid the everyday violence of a small town intolerance. Some Strange Music Draws Me In builds to an explosive conclusion, illuminating the unexpected ways that difference can provide a ticket to liberation. Damn, that really took my breath away. It literally sounds so good, and so many incredible people have blurbed it on the back. Again, as I keep saying, I'm down for historical fiction right now. I know this is a very new release too. So intrigued, and on the cover alone, I'm probably going to read it so soon. Thank you so much, Daunt Book. Guys, if you could see the mess of all of the packages in front of me right now, it's a lot, but like in the best way. I feel like it's Christmas morning and I'm opening presents. So let's now go on to this one, which I think again is, no, it's one that I actually bought myself. Oh my god, I think it actually might be the non-fiction that I was just talking about. And it is not. It is The Earth is Falling by Carmen Pellegrino. This is not the non-fiction I thought it was. I say that because it is literally like this size, like a tiny paperback. This is The Earth is Falling. I saw this one actually not too long ago when I was working at work. Working at work, no shit, working in the bookshop at work, and I mean the title alone is enough to sell me, like The Earth is Falling. Sold. Then I read the blurb and then I read the first page and I was like, okay, I literally need to buy a copy of this because I'm gonna fall in love with it. It sounds like favourite book potential. It says The Earth is Falling is a haunting and magical novel based around the existence of an abandoned village outside Naples. The deserted houses that still stand there are peopled with ghosts who live in a perpetual present from which time has effectively been abolished. The village appears to be semi-alive. The land landslide which ominously awaits and which will eventually lead to the abandonment of the place has yet to arrive, yet its rumbles are heard. The pervading mood of nostalgia and melancholy works in stark contrast with the inevitability of the impending catastrophe of the landslide that threatens to obliterate their world forever. Does that not sound like the most perfect book in the world? I'm so intrigued. It has so many of my buzzwords: uncanny, haunting, what other ones were there? Unsettling, magical. It literally sounds like one of my perfect books, and just, I mean, alone the cover and the title intrigues me so much. I've never had anyone talk about this, so again I hope it's one that I read soon and I fall in love with, and then I can rave about it from the rooftops. But yeah, very excited about this one. Next we'll go from this one. This one is from Hachette, so definitely one that I did not buy, and this one is a hardback. I'm gonna let you guys try and see it first. What is that? This is The Ministry of Time by Kayline Bradley. I have seen everyone talking about this recently again in the bookshop. Everyone is buying it at the minute, and it is one that I wanted to buy actually because I thought, even though because it's super hyped, I wasn't sure if I would 100% like it. I knew I wanted to read it because I feel like it's going to be everywhere at the end of the year. Damn, I did not know I was getting this. I've been so intrigued by this, and oh my god, I'm literally so excited. Literally all I know about this, I don't really want to know anything else before going into it, is that it is a fiction book, an adult fiction. I think maybe with a little bit of romance, and it has a time travel element. I'm really hoping that it is one that I can completely understand the hype for, and it's going to completely engulf me, and I'm literally not going to want to put it down. As I said, it was one that I was going to buy myself anyway. Literally, thank you so much, Hachette. I did not expect to get this. Okay, let's just carry on going through this entire stack, and then we'll go here, and then the couple of the ones in front of me. Next we'll do this one. This one looks quite ominous. I have no idea. That was sexy. Oh my god, it's hard copy by Fien Veldman. Another reason I've been so excited to open all of these packages is because I'm so intrigued by this book. This sounds so up my alley, so perfect for me. All I know about this, and all I want to know again before going into it, is that it follows a girl who basically, I think, falls in love with her office printer. Because why not? I absolutely love weird fiction. I've heard that this is in the likes of Melissa Broder, who I also obviously absolutely adore. It just sounds like one of those strange fiction books that I always fall in love with. So I'm more than pleased to add another one to my TBR, because I feel like I've read a lot of the popular ones now. Don't get me wrong, there is an abundance of strange fiction out there that is definitely underrated and or I have never even discovered yet. But when I see a new adult fiction book that everyone is talking about, I hope that I love it so much. I just get so excited. I'm just so intrigued by it. No doubt another one now that I'm just gonna have to try and squeeze into June because I'm just so excited for it. Next we have, that was bound to happen. Next we have one from Serpent's Tail. Oh my god, what a gorgeous spine. This one is Flowers from the Void. I'm so intrigued by this. Wonderfully creepy short stories peel back layers of surface reality with insight and skill. Each one of these stories is a whole world you might lose yourself in. Washington's words vibrate and sing with chilling delight. Okay, it must be a short story collection. I'm assuming maybe horror. Damn, we've got some buzzwords. Addictively strange and disturbing. Flowers from the Void is a collection of delectably uncanny tales. Gothic short stories lead us into a labyrinth of other possible worlds, each one darker than the last, and yet all fearfully close to our own. That sounds perfect for me. I feel like I'm really starting to learn how to appreciate short story collections, even though obviously there is normally an abundance of authors and you're not always going to gel with them all. I'm really appreciating how brilliant they are for finding new authors and new people who you could fall in love with, and I feel like if this is gothic and uncanny, I'm probably gonna love all of them. Next we have this tiny one. Let's open her up. Wild Geese by Sola Emmanuel. Look at this cover. This cover literally screams perfection to me. As far as I can see on the back, it looks like it's an adult fiction following a woman in her 30s. Oh sorry, just recently turned 30, and she falls in love with this girl. I think it's queer. Over the course of a single weekend, as their old romance kindles something sweet and radically unfamiliar, Grace helps Phoebe to navigate the jagged edges of migration, nostalgia and hope. It's also so short, and one that I'm sure I'm gonna fly through, and definitely now I'm gonna have to try and fit into June. Who the f thinks I'm reading all of these in June? Not me, but I will sure try. Thank you so much to Footnote and to Lola. Love you, babe. Okay, and the last one that we had up here that had fallen down is a Waterstones one, which is, oh my god, damn, it really took a fall. This is one that I must have bought myself. Yeah, and this one is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. When I tell you that I have been wanting to read this book and to start reading Abby Jimenez in general for so many months, I just never got around to buying any of them, and as far as I'm aware, I've heard people say that this is the best place to start. Like, this is the start of the series, I think. If you are an Abby Jimenez fan, definitely let me know if that's wrong, or if this is definitely the best place to start, or where else would be. I've just been so excited to start some of her books. I feel like I'm absolutely going to fall in love with her writing. I love romances so much that equally have that layer of depth and just like adult fictionness to them, and just, yeah, I just absolutely love them, and I feel like this is that from what I've heard. I'm just so excited. Again, Shock, another one I'm going to try and fit onto my June TBR, or I'm definitely going to read in summer. I have absolutely no idea what this is about, but gladly so. I kind of want to go into it blind. I'm so excited to start my Abby Jimenez journey. We have a couple of parcels left, some up there and then 2 down here. I feel like because we have 2 fairy loot boxes, let's open one of the fairy loots. I'm going to need a pair of scissors for this, and I did not come prepared, so bear with. We're back. Let's start with this one. I have been a rep for fairy loot for the past couple of months. I feel like this is going to be the April box. Opening her up, let's see what box it actually is. Okay, so opening her up, we have the YA book and also the adult book. I always try to be really clever with going online around the time of everyone unboxing their fairy loot books, and honestly 9 times out of 10 I'm quite good and I never actually find out what the books are ahead, which honestly makes me so happy. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what any of these fairy loot books are, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna show you guys first. That upside down, I feel like it probably is. Can you guys see what that is? It is Darker by 4 by June CL Tan. I've never heard of this book before, but oh my god, those edges, look at the butterflies. This is gorgeous. Honestly, I think that some of my favorite fairy loot books is when they play into like purples. It says that this book is a sparkling YA urban fantasy with an achingly slow burn romance at its heart. Darker by 4 is perfect for fans of Legendborn and the Mortal Instruments. So take a look at the naked, oh my god, yeah, this is what I mean when they play into blues and purples. It also has a reversible dust jacket, which I always love. This sounds so fun. I don't actually have too many YA fantasies on my TBR, so very excited for this one. Let's open the adult one, and this is the April box. I have come to discover this is the April fairy loot box. Okay, and the adult one, again, I'm going to try and show you first if I can even get it out of the bag. Let's see. Oh my god, all I see is gold and burgundy. This is shut up, my camera just so annoyingly cut me off. I don't know if you got my reaction, but this is Evocation by ST Gibson, which obviously we've already unboxed. I'm so shut the fuck up. I did not know they were doing an exclusive edition for this. Re-grab the original copy. This is obviously the original hardback, and then this is the fairy loot one. I'm sorry, burgundy and gold is like my entire vibe. I'm literally obsessed. These are the edges for it, and then we also have, oh my god, we also have this print on the top and the bottom. Look at the naked hardback, because they always tend to be my favorites. Oh my god, the eye. I am actually obsessed. And is there a reversible? There is a... Oh my god, this is the reversible dust jacket. Why does it look like one big tarot card? I think this might be my favorite fairy loot book I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how it was possible, but this has made me even more excited to read this book. Oh my god, I'm so happy that this was the book for April. I'm also equally annoyed at myself that I waited so long to open it, because damn, I would have read it by now. Like, if I didn't have to wait for my pre-order to come through, I would have read it by now. I'm literally in love. These were the 2 fairy loot books for April. This one is from Old Castle Books. I can't even think about what it could be. And it is Deliver Me by El Nesh. Oh my god, that cover. I have no idea what this is about, but Melissa Broder on the back blurbed it as, to read the work of El Nesh is to be restored to faith in the wildness, wetness, and visceral power of contemporary American fiction. Deliver Me is a barbed liturgy of bugs, babies, meat, the gospel, women lust in women, women lust in men, and the human body. Get saved. This sounds perfect to me. Oh my god. As I keep saying, more than happy to always add a weird girl fiction book to my TBR. Thank you so much, Verve Books. Going on to this one is from HarperCollins. Guys, the state of this lighting is really annoying me, but this book is... Oh my god, oh my god. Why am I gonna cry? I feel like no one is gonna expect me to pull the book that I'm about to pull, or like why I would cry over this. But one of the authors that I started reading years ago, when I started really getting back into the fun of reading, was Maureen Johnson. I fell in love with the Truly Devious series, and Maureen Johnson so very quickly became like a favourite author for me, and like an author who I just would read everything from, an auto-buy author. And I knew that she was coming out with a new book that wasn't directly linked to the Truly Devious series. I don't think it has any correlation at all. And it's coming out in August. Did I expect to get a copy? No. I can't even remember if I requested this. I'm literally so excited. And it is Death at Morning House by Maureen Johnson. I love a YA thriller, and Maureen Johnson just does them so perfectly. Like, I am literally obsessed. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love Maureen Johnson so much. I was not expecting that. I feel like I'm gonna pass out actually. That really threw me off guard. Thank you so much, HarperCollins. I am so excited. Okay, next let's go on to this one. This one is from, I have no idea, but it was sent to me at work, so no doubt maybe another proof. And this one is Glorious Exploits by Ferdia Lennon. Another one that I'm not gonna lie, damn, I'm really getting all of the books that I saw at work and was like, okay, I need these. This is a new fiction book that I fell in love with the cover of. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. It says that Glorious Exploits is an exhilarating and fiercely original story of brotherhood, war and art, and in the face of the gods' apparent indifference, of daring to dream of something bigger than ourselves. Oh my god. Wait, is it a Greek mythology retelling? I really need to read some more Greek mythology retellings, some retellings from that sort of era. So this, I literally don't have any on my TBR other than the Song of Achilles, which I still actually can't believe I haven't read yet. Very intrigued by this. Thank you so much, Penguin Books. The last book that was sent to me by the publisher is this one. Again, I cannot see who it's from. Book is, oh my god, again, I did not know I was getting this. Is The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim. Another book that I've seen everyone talking about recently that I've been so intrigued by. It says part literary horror, part feminist howl. The Eyes Are the Best Part is a brilliantly inventive, submersive novel. I have absolutely no idea what this is about. Another one that I have purposely avoided all reviews for, other than seeing so many people again with the same reading taste as me absolutely love it. Another sort of weird girl fiction, horror fiction vibe, which we know I love. So, oh my god, I'm so excited. My TBR has never looked better. I'm so full of joy. We have a Waterstones parcel that I imagine is going to hold a couple of books that I obviously bought myself, and then the last fairyloot one. We'll open the fairyloot one first. I'm very sorry if the angle has changed. I had to change my battery before we get into the last couple of books because we have been here for a hot minute. I am assuming that this fairyloot box is the May box, where we will have, of course, the adult and the YA book. Again, like before, I actually have no idea what these books are, so I will try and allow you guys to see them first. This is the first one. Again, all I can see is foiling and maybe burgundy. Can you guys see it? Oh my god, those edges. Why am I lost for what? Why am I at a loss for words? What I said about evocation maybe being my fairyloot book, this is probably up there. Look at how this this looks like a classic. Please, I'm actually obsessed. These are the edges for this one. These might be some of my favorite end papers. Look, the lamp, and then on that one we have him. I'm assuming, is it a romance? Sworn to be enemies, destined to be each other's undoing. Off. On the back it says he was imperial, her greatest threat and greatest fascination, everything she had been warned against, and yet she wanted him still. Please, this actually sounds perfect. Let's also take a look at the naked hardback. I'll show you guys that. Oh my god, wait. This is my favorite fairyloot book ever. I haven't even seen the one at the front, I've just seen the one at the back. Look at the one on the back. I am literally obsessed. The teacups, the books, the candles. The typewriter front, it just says The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. This is my favourite fairyloot book ever. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like the gold foiling, the mirror vibes, the burgundy. I feel like this was kind of made for me. I'm literally going to scream. Why do I genuinely want to forget every other book that has ever been on my physical TBR just so I can read this right now? Like, if you see on my Goodreads that this is my next read, mind your business. I'm screaming. I'm literally screaming. Fairyloot book we have for May is this one. I think I know what this one is. Yeah, it's The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shield. This is the only fairyloot book I knew that was coming, and I'm literally, like, I do have a proof of this. I'm really intrigued by it. These are the edges, the honeycomb bee vibe. I am literally obsessed. What I just said about those other end papers, guys, like, my lighting is going crazy right now, but literally look at the foiling. This is the other side of the end paper. Guys, I fear this is my favourite fairyloot box that I've ever gotten. The naked hardback. They know how to do foiling so well, and then no doubt a reversible. Oh my god. I actually am starting to feel a little bit faint. You might think I'm overreacting, but these are two of the best fairyloot books I've ever seen in my life. Look at this reversible dust jacket. I am so excited to read both of these. Fairyloot, if you're watching, this is my favourite box you've ever done in my entire life. Thank you so much. Why am I actually at a loss for words? Okay, and then last but certainly not least, we have an entire box of Waterstones books that I ordered for myself because, as I said, I don't know how to be on a book buying ban. I am overwhelmed with all of the books that I have right now, and equally by my lighting. I know I keep talking about it, but it's actually driving me insane. I'm so sorry. So opening up the last package that we have, that was the most satisfying thing ever. Quite a couple of books. The first one that I see is The Book of All Loves by Augustine Fernandez Marlowe. I've spoken recently about how much I want to get into Fitzcarraldo's publications and how much I feel like I'm going to fall in love with the majority of them. Obviously It Lasts Forever and Then It's Over by Anne DeMarkin, which was a Fitzcarraldo publication, is my favourite book of the year so far, and this one sounds perfect. On the blurb it says, in the wake of the great blackout, faced with the near extinction of humanity, a pair of lovers speak to each other. They pass with precision, with familiarity, the endless aspects of their love. Dialogues piece by piece, a composite image of love takes form, one that moves outwards beyond the realm of relationships and into metaphysics, geology, linguistics, AI. Years previously, a writer and her husband, a Latin professor, stay in Venice while she works on a text. As they roam the city, strange occurrences accumulate, signalling that the world around around them is heading towards a point of no return. Blending fiction, essay, poetry and philosophy, Augustin Fernandez Marlowe's The Book of All Loves is a startling, expansive work of imaginative agility, one that renders love unfamiliar so as to renew it, and makes the case for hope in the midst of a disintegrating present. Please tell me that doesn't sound perfect. It sounds quite post-apocalyptic. It sounds like obviously it's going to have a lot of philosophy and just everything that I love in my fiction book. So this, dare I say, another 5-star prediction. The next book that I can grab in here is the non-fiction book that I mentioned earlier that I've been so excited to read. It is Philosophy of the Home by Emmanuel Coquia. I originally saw this one again at work, and I have been basically working on a novel, loosely working on a novel, that really will focus on homes and houses and haunted houses and the philosophy of a home. I've been looking deeply for a non-fiction book surrounding all of these. I have read countless articles, all of the articles that I can find on homes. I've read them. But then I saw this one at work and I was like, that must be a new release, because I've never seen it before, never heard of it before, and it sounds exactly what I have been looking for and the sort of research I need for my own work. Outside of writing my novel, it is just a concept that I adore massively and I'm constantly theorizing about and thinking about, so I feel like this, I'm definitely going to be picking it up probably as soon as I finish this video because I've been so excited for it. Okay, and we have 2 more books in here. The next one is one that I've been wanting to read for years, but I didn't read it in June last year, and I kind of needed to because it is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This is a romance book that I've had so many people recommend to me, and so many people say that they think I'm gonna love it and rate it 5 stars, and honestly, if it's not 5 stars, I will be so surprised. It is one again that I've purposely avoided all things surrounding and all reviews surrounding. I want to know nothing before going into this, which I'm so happy about because it isn't like a new release. As far as I'm aware, all I know is that people cry at this, and I don't really want to know anything, honestly. Like, I'm just so excited, and one that I'm definitely needing to read in June. This would have been on my TBR cart for June. I would have made it onto my TBR cart or my TBR jar video if I had opened it prior, but I without a doubt am reading this in June. Like, I might actually start it again. Damn, I'm going to be reading so many books if I start all of these like I'm anticipating. But yeah, I'm so excited to finally read this. It's been on my radar for years. And then I've just seen that the last book in that package is actually not for me. So the last one for me is 7 Days in June. This one is for my friend. For the sake of the video, to not leave you on edge, as it is the last book, and it is a book that I actually do want to buy myself at some point, Notes of a Crocodile by Q Marigin. My best friend and I have spoken so much about this book and how excited we are to read it, so she finally decided to get it, or I got it for her. So yeah, that is the last book, but the last one for me, 7 Days in June. That is the end of this video. My throat is on fire. I have been sat here unboxing for so long. If honestly you could see piles of cardboard I have in front of me. So excited for all of these books, as always. To any of the ones that have been sent to me by publishers, also fairyloot, thank you so much. I am so full of gratitude. I really appreciate it. The ones that I bought myself, thank you to myself for not being on a book buying ban this time. But yeah guys, if you have read any of the books that I have hauled in this video, or they are also on your TBR, which ones you think I should get to first, definitely let me know. Or if you're watching till the very end of this video but you don't really know what to comment, but you want to show you stayed until the end, comment any stack of books emoji. Of course too, if you did enjoy this video and you are not yet subscribed, it would mean the world if you did consider doing so. We have so much fun over here and I would love to have you here. And yeah guys, thank you so much again, a million times over, for being here and for spending some time with me. I love you all, and I will see you again very, very soon in another video.